let's refresh everybody. What exactly is MemeMarket, and what are we going to be talking about?
Well, MemeMarket, again, we allow traders to easily profit on volatility in the most volatile asset class, meme coins in history, right? And we do this through a very novel prediction market design with short hour-based, sometimes minute-based rounds, where you can literally either short, long at the same time, just like very advanced trading, right? You take both sides of the volatility and exit at any time. The very cool thing within our token model is that the token is intrinsic to the platform, and one of its core utilities is that it bootstraps liquidity and market depth into these markets that we have running consecutively, back to back, parallel on our platform. One of the biggest issues with meme coin markets, other than Doge, Shiba, which are basically like blue chips, is fragmented liquidity, right, in market depth. That's a source of the problems with the volatility. They're all compounding each other. And then because of the nature of meme coins so far, because they're still very nascent, we're only talking a few years, right? And really increasing as they are now in the past, 15, 16 months. Information, which trading by default is an information game, right? It's completely, again, fragmented, right? And unreliable signals and information, either unreliable, pure scams, et cetera, et cetera. And that's where we add in our secondary product, which is the AI Alpha agent. And that allows you to give basically at your fingertips, aggregated, more accurate signals based upon on-chain data, market sentiment across social, et cetera, and a bunch of other different factors. And again, as we focus on providing a best experience for normal everyday traders, advanced traders can use this and they'll get a lot of benefits. But to be able to bring basically almost sophisticated trading styles, which is risk hedging, like a hedge fund, right, to retail normal traders' fingertips is a goal. And right now, you have a few platforms or trading terminals in crypto that do have AI, but guess what? They're highly advanced. And another thing is basically meme coins aren't really integrated. They have Shiba and Doge, but you're really not in the meme coin market, the real market, right? And then you got a few trading bots, right, through Telegram. But I mean, really, what normal user who's not advanced or has that patience wants to use a trading bot with no interface? That's like basically, you're on a PC in 1991, right, typing in commands. So we have it's a really, I would say, exciting and easy to use model. We have custom markets with partners. Mainnet is dropping, and we're not going to give an exact date because TGE is coming, and because the token's intrinsic to it, that means the platform and the token have to be live at the same time. It is coming soon, like within a month, give or take. We're not going to drop the official date yet, but it's there. Platform's already being tested by tons of our partners, VCs, et cetera, et cetera. And you'll start seeing marketing of that stuff coming out other than just a lot of our UI and stuff. You'll start seeing direct feedback as we speak right now in the market just being promoted and stuff by a lot of influencers and partners of ours.
What would you summarize as the main problem that MemeMarket is solving?
The biggest problem is that there's zero risk hedging and risk management tools for meme coins. So back to kind of what I said in the beginning was right now as a meme coin trader, you have two options. Unless you're trading Shiba, Pepe, Doge, the 50 blue chips, you have two options with any of these meme coins as they're volatile as heck, right? Sometimes dropping, it's 100x down, 100x up in minutes sometimes. You have two options. You can either hold and pray you don't lose your butt, panic sell at a loss, or panic sell and get lucky with worse odds in Vegas. That is your only options as a trader, and that is unsustainable. So that is our number one solution right there.
So I'm familiar with some of the other prediction markets, but I'd like to know more about how MemeMarket's prediction market works. How do you guys work behind the scenes?
Yeah. So, and that is always a little, it's not a confusion, but there's always what you just said right now. So we are not a traditional prediction market. We're not generalized on elections, weather, sports, any of that stuff. We are basically an options in a futures market with a very novel design. That's what we are. But because there's no really way to say that would actually, you would understand other than what I just said right now, but you can't really say, hey, we're the first options futures market that's kind of combined and really novel. Because you're basically doing predictions, which is all about what trading is, right? It's easy to call it a prediction market, right? But it's specifically an options futures market combined. We don't do leverage. In phase one, it's a very simple model, as we said. So you're actually just staking, right? You're depositing, withdrawing. So there is not an order book AMM right now because we wanted to make it just really dumb simple. You go in there, it's like building blocks. It's really incredible UI. It's gamified. You know, we got animation, we got Grand Theft Auto style stuff there. It's very hip, very culturally aware, and in tune with the vibration that's in Gen Z culture right now, and some of the younger millennials like myself who are heavy duty in the meme coins.
What does the AI meme agent do?
Yeah, so what that does is scan on-chain data like volatility, price action, new coins launching, historical and predictive intelligence, as well as sentiment analysis all over crypto, Twitter, TikTok, and other platforms. And I can go into a lot more details. The first phase of that will be launching in, I got to look at our roadmaps again, but I'm pretty sure it's in 3 months. We'll roll that out because it's a secondary product. Obviously, it's a very important product, but it's still secondary and more used as a stickiness tool to provide value to our users. Prediction market, that is the core product. We don't charge for it. You access it by staking, right? And we have a pretty novel tiered access progressive system within the platform through a multi-weighted average of how much users either stake our token, hold our token, or volume that they contribute. So we democratize it. So it's not like you've seen the problems with governance, right? Or you see some of the networks that have like 15 validators only, right? And you wonder, wow, do they really only have 15 users? I wonder who controls all those decisions, right? Well, anyway, so we took a lot of that experience that we've had over the years, and within this model of a multi-weighted averages, we allow users who don't want to trade that much but can afford to hold or stake, purchase tokens. We allow them to participate within the community in the protocol through a level, right? Because multi-weighted averages, or people who don't really care as much about holding or staking, they just want to keep trading, stacking profits, they can be contributing with volume. So through that system, I just went off on a tangent, sorry, back to the AI, you get access to different levels of the base, medium, and advanced through that, But if you're an OG status user, this is time to shill. You should register in our early access app right now. Just go to our website or Twitter. It's Twitter in the pin post, or our website, MemeMarket.fun, and register because you get 2 level up boosts in our platform and get a lot of benefits, insane benefits. Yeah.
MemeMarket.fun, MemeMarket, all one word, if you guys want to do that. What is your prediction then, since we're doing predictions, for the future outlook of the meme coin space? Because we covered a lot of subjects earlier. How do you feel about it going forward?
Bullish as hell. It ain't slowing down, man. It only slowed down because I think a factor of Libra, right? Combined with the Trump thing, and then just the macro wins, right? But look what's happening already. Memes are back like full steam. They topped the volume charts again. So they aren't slowing down, and we're excited to actually serve a market now. Literally, the whole entire meme coin market is underserved right now. It's unsustainable, So we want to help take it to that next sustainable level, provide a safer, easier, a better way to profit, right? Basically with meme coins, and in a very fun way,
JD, your bio here on the show, just the name that viewers are seeing here is that you're the MemeMarket core advisor. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing for the project, but also the team as a whole, who it comprises of, and things like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. I don't know. We've been hiring a bunch. Luke can maybe tell you. I know we have 9 devs right now because I was just sharing about it, and we've had to hire a couple more to meet our deadlines. Yeah, I mean, my involvement is really leading the ship with some of our other core advisors that we have. Jason Brink, who's been on the show with us before. Luke is our GM, as he had as in our title. We got a lot of really great team members who most of them have been in crypto for, I've been like in crypto for a decade, Jason's been in 12 years, longer than I have. And yeah, I mean, we have an incredible go-to-market marketing team who are heavy soul, meme community experts and stuff. And yeah, that's probably good. I mean, our team is about, I don't know, Luke, you could tell them because I don't remember right now how many team we have. I know it sounds stupid to say that, but I can't watch everything. You know what I mean? And we're literally hiring. I mean, I almost hired another guy last night, which Luke doesn't even know about. So, when you're a startup in crypto, what I've learned from missing opportunities is you need to move very fast. Our industry is like nothing like any other industry, right? It's like this. You're like rolling, and all of a sudden, look, the Afro dude at FTX, that happens, right? Or Luna. So,
yep. And I also appreciate that you mentioned the Libra thing too, because you're one of the few people that pointed to that as an inflection point. So that's good. What do you think about the long-term vision for what you guys are doing? Because you just said something about TGE. Obviously, you're just getting started, but what's the future look for predictions and memes?
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, look, we got TGE and mainnet coming in about a month or so. What we see right now is that what we're really excited about is that more infrastructure platforms keep launching, though it's still just more meme pads. I wish there'd be more like us, right? They really help grow this market. I mean, competition is good, right? We believe that meme coins are here to stay, and we're here to actually be able to provide an incredible experience right now. I mean, let's just go on Bonk right now and Pump and all these, and some of them are our partners, so this is definitely not a negative thing, but it is hard to make money on those, you know what I mean? And especially for new meme coins that launch, getting liquidity, getting attention, as you guys, a bunch of you keep mentioning, right? Because attention is so much in our industry. It's very hard for new meme coins. Most of them just die out. One of our benefits is that because we don't go too low on listing coins and creating markets because they're a little bit too easily manipulatable, right? And we don't want to be involved with that. But we provide a whole nother source of liquidity, engagement, and users to a lot of new meme coins who are struggling to build communities, just getting out the gate. They're facing the cold start problem, right? Which is any new business or community launching, right? It's friction. So we're excited to be able to bring, not only a solution and benefits and fill a large gap to serve users correctly in meme coins, but also help new meme coin projects and communities, right? We have a lot of meme coin projects who that we're partnered with that are small. It's not like, we don't discriminate. We're not like, oh, we can only do a minimum 100 million, 200 million market cap to mess with us. Like, we're all about helping grow this community because everyone wins together. You know what I mean? Everyone wins by a symbiotic relationship.
Well, on that topic, at least in my X headlines, the meme discussions have really been dominated by Pump Fund lately, of course, with the token launch.
With the 400 million ICO? You
Yeah.
guys realize that they called it an ICO, right?
I know.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
The first thing when I saw it announced, I'm like, they're calling this an ICO, but wait, they're also raising 400 million. Okay, I get it now. I get the ICO thing.
Yeah, no, in 12 minutes as well, which was pretty monumental for the market. So rightfully, my timeline's been dominated by that. But
mad respect to those dudes. Seriously, when was the fucking last time we had a 400 million ICO? I'm talking, what, 18? Literally.
Yeah, it would have been 2018 for sure. It's the biggest that I've seen in quite some time.
Goes off to those guys. They're very smart people, man. They're really talented and they're smart. A lot of people might hate on whatever, people aren't making money. Well, you know what? Yeah, people are still fucking doing it, right? It is what it is. Some people didn't like their tokenomics. Well, you know what? They still bought it. That's what I laugh about. It's like all this hate on some of their tokenomics, yet everyone buys it.
You guys see yourselves as a competitor or somebody who can work complementary with Pump Fund?
No, we're not a competitor to anyone because we have a different business model. They're straight minting, creating of tokens of a meme coin, and trading. We predict on them. We're a volatility engine, right? Yeah. So we're I mean, we're like a futures, right? And they're just straight trading until they do a perp futures or some kind of options. We're not a competitor. We help them. They help us.
Can you talk a little bit about,
though they help us a lot more, obviously at this point, right?
The token that you have coming out is MFUN. Can you talk about how that's going to work within your ecosystem to kind of incentivize people to participate and fuel some growth?
Yeah, 100%, man. So again, as I mentioned before, one of the core utilities and intrinsic value to the protocol is that it bootstraps liquidity. Meaning, how we do that is we provide liquidity incentives for providing liquidity into the markets for our traders. That is tied to a bonding curve that scales as more traders enter and provide liquidity. That bonding curve helps with bootstrapping liquidity because there's an incentive. It's the same process of bootstrapping liquidity with Eigenlayer or any form of that, right? Through the bonding curve, that obviously makes it even sexier. And we consider that reward distribution, which you receive from all your rounds, as a double prize pool. So technically, well, actually, we have 3 prize pools technically. So the way it works is you have the normal quote tokens. You have, let's say you have Pulse and you have Buzz. You guys are doing, short, long, pump, dump. You guys share. Whoever wins that prize pool, you're taking his money, right? You also, both the winner gets liquidity rewards, but we also provide to all our users for a limited time. We call it the loser pool. So if you lose that market, you still get your liquidity rewards as well. And we believe that's fair because, number one, you just gave your losing earnings to the other winners, right? You also help provide liquidity into that market, right, which helped everyone in that market. You also helped us by giving us revenue, right? So I think everyone should be rewarded fairly in that place. So that is one of the primary uses of the token. Outside of that, there's a lot of different sync mechanisms. Again, staking for access through the different levels of the AI agent, staking to go throughout the tiered progression system, which basically will unlock different levels of rewards, profit boosts and multipliers. It also gives you access to revenue of the protocol. It also gives you access. We do something very unique with our buybacks, is that we actually will redistribute some of the buybacks back to the community based upon their contribution. So we have a dual token flywheel mechanism, meaning that as demand gets fueled, that demand of the token fuels the revenue, and that revenue recycles right back into the protocol. We're protocol-owned liquidity, and it gets recycled back to all the users. So basically, outside of some airdrops, we have, at launch to our early access users, which they still have to contribute to get all of them, or for our public sale and stuff like that. Every single emission of our reward is revenue backed. There's not a dollar that leaves our economics outside of the airdrops, right? That is, and we have a very structured airdrop model. It's not like what we've been talking about before, right? Everything is, there's not a dollar of yield, right, or rewards that go out without a dollar of revenue coming in.
If listeners are tuning in, they're really liking what they're hearing and they want to get involved, how do you recommend doing that now?
You would go on our X or previously Twitter. We are at MemeMarket Fun, or you can check our website at MemeMarket.fun. And those are the best ways to reach us. You go straight to our pinned post on our X account. You'll get all the information on our profile. You'll get our link tree. We have some you'll see the early access app that you should register right now to become part of our community, earn a lot of incredible benefits, be a part of history in the making, and a lot of the great things in the works.
JD, this has been a great conversation, man. I predict that you're going to do very well. That's my prediction for today. I appreciate you bringing Luke here as well from MemeMarket and being part of the show. I also think Victor and Roger deserve a thank you for being here and being part of the panel. Victor is available on X at basically the same name that he has right here. Please follow Victor and Roger because they write and host in other spaces and places, and we appreciate them. IBC has a lot of people that put me and Buzz out here and make us look good, so I always say thanks to them before we sign off because I could not do this by myself. And I couldn't have done it without Buzz up here either, buddy. Thank you you for helping me out on yet another Mario in the Fall Roundtable Show. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah, thanks MemeMarket for bringing this or sponsoring this conversation. This was great, JD, and appreciate Luke as well, and of course all the listeners who were tuning in. So everybody have a great day. Hopefully ETH bounces back here, and good luck, JD and Luke. This is seems like a great project. So everyone take care.
Thanks.